Who's your developers? Did you have to go and get in developers, or you'd pick some of that up yourself? Or?
We were a 3-person team, and one of our co-founders, Henry, is our CTO, and he is a fantastic developer and churns out great code all the time. And he basically built the first version of the portal from scratch himself. And we loved it. We tried working with a developer who was in Hungary, who was remote. It didn't quite work for us. We loved working in person. And we've kind of made the decision that we are never going to use an outsourced development house. We'd rather have people in-house that we're going to incentivize to stay with us for the long term, who really believe in the product.
It is a minefield, outsourced development, in terms of getting the right partner.
Yeah, and I absolutely believe that if you're doing a product or you want an MVP or stand something up quite easy, go for it. But I'm going to be honest with you, mortgages are complex. There's a lot of weird, detailed stuff that we don't understand. And you're just writing a user story and expecting someone to deliver and understand what you want. I think that's just really, really tough.
Yeah, onshore UK developers are really hard to find. I've had ex-colleagues that have been looking for a developer for 18 months. And you obviously want the best that the market has to offer. And it's such a fluid space. Unlike what you were saying, we did through past startups and past acquaintances, know some good guys that run their own offshore opportunities. So we work with a local guy in the UK. It's a serial entrepreneur himself, who worked with a guy who's now back in Argentina. So we have quite a few developers, dozen or so out there.
I think that really makes a difference. If you know the people that you're working with, or you know the head of a team, and there's that really strong communication, that's going to make all the difference. So I totally understand that. I think for us, it almost felt like we weren't that connected to this person offshore.
One thing that we've been really focused on is never treating them like a partner, never treating them like they're offshore, always treat them like they're employees as much as possible within the laws of the tax, etc. But from a cultural level, they are our team, right? So everything we go through from a colleague perspective, we put them through as well. It's not just a faceless bunch of developers, it's through an account manager. It's a fully integrated team. And if you didn't, to your point, I agree with you, if you didn't know the person, had previous with them and could trust them implicitly, and had that fully integrated model, it can be a nightmare. We
sort of went on like was it 1 month or 2 months? And the idea was that we sort of test the water, and if we liked him, we'd go full time. And the plan was if we do that, we'd either fly him out to the UK, or we'd go and visit him and do like an onboarding weekend where we kind of get to know each other and really get hands on. But there wasn't a match there. It took us 6 months to find our first developer, but he was just so good. The quality of what he was, again, delivering was so high that we just thought there's no return on the investment in the offshore developer, that we should just focus where we know we've hit gold. So that's kind of how we've gone.
To keep up with the latest Brooklyn vendor assurance news, subscribe here and follow us on LinkedIn and Twitter. Links in the description below.